Hello students, in this tutorial audio, I will continue with some relevant topics, socially relevant topics related with editorial data. So the topic that I will discuss right now is related with those marketing agencies who specially target the small children in order to sell their products and also in order to earn maximum profit. So the question goes like this: you are concerned at the advertisements in the media which are focused on children and aim at targeting them as their prospective buyers. Write a letter to the editor, The Times of India, New Delhi, protesting strongly against this trend in customer management. Sign yourself as Akash or Akriti of 58 Mohan Nagar, New Delhi. So obviously the landmark address has also been given along with the pin code also. So how we will start? I already told you, dear students, that from the left hand side you have to start the answer. So 58 Mohan Nagar, then obviously New Delhi, then the pin code, then the date, then obviously the editor, followed by the Times of India. Remember one thing, dear students, that don't write to the editor, because to the editor is now backdated. We write only the editor. The Times of India, Bahadur Shah Zafar Marg, New Delhi. That is the name of the road or that locality. Now, how should we start? Children targeted marketing. I already told you that there are many marketing corporate agencies or marketing firms who actually, in order to make a profit, they target the small children. That is their business strategy. Now, related to with that, this letter is all about. So, sir, I wish to draw the attention of the authorities in general and the parents in particular towards certain malpractices carried on by the media in their advertisements. Malpractices, something related with not a good practice. It is something illegal one also, we can say. The manufacturers approve of these ads as they boost the sales of their products. The manufacturers, they also motivate. Ultimately, it improves, it makes a good amount of profit in the business world, and nevertheless, it boosts the sales of those products. Most of their ads have a mother and a child or two young children, whether it's something related with any energy drink or something related with any healthcare products. We find a normal picture of a mother with a child, or sometimes a mother with two children, and they are all smiling, and obviously the entire exposure of the product is also been shown at the same time. The product is praised and its virtues extolled. The product is praised, and what are the benefits of the product, all those things are also expressed. We have seen ads many times like this. These are the marketing strategies. The child or children in the ad seems to offer a suggestion to his or her peers. It is good for me or us, why don't you try it? Now the child offers many new suggestions that yes, friends like me can use it, okay, or sometimes yes, it is very good, why don't you try it, I am trying it, like this. Whether it is related with a moisturizer cream, whether it is related with a energy drink, or whether it is related with any sports items. Thus children become targets or prospective buyers, because a child is promoting, so obviously the targeted audience in that case will be a child only of that age, as the child been shown in that advertisement. I guess you understood that the why it is targeting the prospective buyers. The prospective buyers are the children, and obviously in the advertisement, when they see a small child like their own age is saying something, so obviously they pressurize their own parents to buy that product. So this is the strategy, marketing strategy. We can talk about that. We can say it is the marketing strategy at the end of the day. This trend may be fashionably termed as market strategy. I already told you that, or customer management, but it is certainly a malpractice. But this is actually a malpractice. You are forcing someone to buy a certain product. It's something business strategy, obviously customer management strategy, but it is actually an illegal practice. It is a malpractice. It exploits parents' love for their children. This is actually exploitation of parents' love for their children. That is the inner picture. That is the picture that is hidden actually. They can't refuse the demands of their child because the child becomes stubborn, adamant that yes, mother, yes, father, see, a child like me is obviously liking that product, using that product, I also want that product. So it is like that. And the parents, they get pressurized day in and day out. And they can't refuse also their own children. It is a very difficult thing to do. This new customer culture is doing more harm than good to the society. Ultimately, the bigger picture is that it is doing more harm than good to the society at a large extent, or at a great extent. It is doing harm to the society, not a good thing. This new customer culture is doing more harm than good to the society. Will the concerned authorities pay attention to this malpractice and punish the errant ad agencies? Will the concerned authorities be more conscious, be more careful, and will the errant ad agencies be prosecuted? That is the big question. So obviously at the end of your letter, if you write a topic or if you want to attempt a topic like this, so obviously you throw a question to the public at large. And obviously with the help of the editor, you are asking the editor to publish it also at the same time, so that mass awareness can be generated. That whether all these ad agencies who are actually exploiting the parents' love for their children, whether they will be crushed or whether it will go on like this. So it's an argumentative way to finish it. So this particular topic been explained by me. Now I am moving on to another one. This is the most important one. Out of the I have discussed 3 important topics with you all. This is the most important one: discrimination against the girl child. This is a very, very important one, very socially relevant also. Discrimination against the girl child, and this is one of my personally favorite topic. And the important thing is that it came many times in the CBS examination. If you go on scrounging the previous year sample questions, you will find a question related with discrimination of the girl child. It's a very important topic. So without wasting any more time, I am going straight towards the question. You are Arunima Verma, living at 147 Sector 10, Rohini, New Delhi. So the address and everything has been given, the apartment number and everything. You are deeply troubled by the discrimination practiced against the girl child even in urban areas. Among well-educated, prosperous families, even in well-educated, prosperous families also, the picture remains the same. Very much unfortunate it is. The discrimination can be seen most blatantly in matters of food and nutrition, and this discrimination can be more visible, crystal clear, visible we can say. It is much more visible in case of food and nutrition. We say no sometimes crystal clear. Yes, it is crystal clear in terms of food and nutrition also. There is a lot of discrimination between a boy child and a girl child. Healthcare, education also, allowances, pocket money and everything, there is a lot of distinction. Work at home and freedom related with all these things. Write a letter to the editor of a national newspaper strongly condemning such practices. Now you have to condemn such practices. So it's a very important topic. The points are already been highlighted in the question paper. Now how we will proceed? Left hand side, you know by this time, 147 Sector 10, Rohini, New Delhi, then a pin code, then obviously the date and the year if you want to mention, or you can leave it like 20XX in that way also. Then the editor, the Times of India, then Bahadur Zafar Mark, then obviously New Delhi, then a pin code. Now the address part of that first part of the format has been done. By this time, the how to start an editorial letter you know, because you have done it in previous classes. You have done it in class 9, you have done it in class 10 in the same format. In the same way you will write. You will start here also. Now the main thing is that subject, discrimination against the girl child. Now how to start or how to write. Sir, with deep concern I write to you hoping to remove the discrimination. Remove here means eradicate, dear students. Hoping to remove the discrimination that exists in our society against the girl child. So the discrimination that exists in our society against the girl child, now it's a plea, it's an urge that please let us remove this. It is incorrect to think that girl child abuse exists only among rural illiterate people. I was dismayed, totally annoyed, disappointed. That is another meaning of dismayed. To find evidence of this unjust practice even among educated, prosperous urban families. Not only among the illiterate families, but also among the educated urban families also. This cruel practice of discriminating the girl child is very much prevalent. Daughters are not given quality food. Milk, eggs, fruit, etc. are reserved for the boys. They are not given the nutritious diet also. This is something unfortunate, really unfortunate. Girls are sent to schools which have no claim to any quality education or facilities, whereas the boys are sent to the most exclusive public schools. Whereas the boys, they are sent to the most renowned, esteemed schools. So there is discrimination in education also, along with nutritious food diets. So these things should be taken into due consideration. Very unfortunate situations. Girls are sent to schools which have no claim to any quality education or facilities, whereas the boys are sent to the most exclusive public schools. After school, the daughters stay at home and assist in household work, whereas the boys go out to play, meet friends, or go to movies and shows. The boys, they have free access. They can go to the movies, they can go and meet their friends, or they can spend some time outside. But a daughter has to stay home, she has to do the household chores or to help her mother with the household work. Needless to say, girls have all kinds of restrictions on their movement regarding meeting friends, spending leisure. Yes, there is a lot of restriction. There is a lot of restriction from the point of view of a girl. If a girl wants to meet with her friends or to spend some leisure time, no argument can justify this injustice. Now, no argument ultimately can justify this injustice, but injustice is going on, and as educated people, we should come forward to stop this sort of injustice that is going on. Girls have the same talent, probably more talented they are than boys. They have greater creativity and intelligence also. They have more sensibility, love and affection. We should open our minds, have positive thinking, and be fair to our daughters. Now, what we should do? It is high time that we should realize that there should not be any difference between a boy and a girl, because what a boy can do, a girl can do better. And the same thing is that they have more talent, they have more creativity, and they have more intelligence. And not only that, they are more sensible than the boys. And now what we should do? We should be open-minded. We should open our minds. We should imbibe positive thinking. And we should be fair and just to our daughters. We should always protect them. But at the same time, we should promote their education. And we should also take care that they receive a nutritious diet. Finally, at the left hand side again, by leaving a line, you can write yours faithfully. Then if the name is mentioned in the question, you can write that name, or else you can write your own name. So dear students, in this particular audio session, I discussed two audios where I discussed about the discriminatory treatment against the girl child. That is something that should be stopped. And another one was regarding the marketing agencies who target the small children and exploit the parents' love for their children. So both are socially relevant topics. Go through these two topics and listen very carefully, and if there is any sort of problem, don't hesitate to ask me. Thank you, students. Thank you all.